voyage to a better place, set sail with all our might. The sun casts a shadow, the moon lights the way. Onward to a new horizon. This is a better day.
Well, hello, I'm Tom Rasmussen.
Hi, I'm Lori, and today we're going to do New Horizons on a train. Well, before we get this thing rolling down the line, let's not do it on an empty stomach.
Lori and I experience an amazing cuisine from places you might not expect to find. So why don't we get rolling? Today, we're at MACKENZIE Place. It's a senior living community. You might think here we're going to visit with some of the residents, but actually we're here today to have the food. They have this wonderful restaurant. We're going to meet the chef and we're going to eat some just amazing food. So let's go check it out. You know, I believe this is getting the hookup. Wouldn't you say? Well, I'm here with Chef Ryan, and this looks amazing.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about everything. Fill me in as what did you do to create these masterpieces?
Well, today is actually the second day of a new menu. So we have worked in conjunction with our general manager, our sous chefs, and our cooks have also had a lot of input on the new menu. You know, we like to, it's a community effort to really put this out. So the new menu just started yesterday. We wanted to highlight some of the features on that.
And the features are?
These are our scallops served with a Parmesan and pea risotto. Then we have our Reuben. We are making our corned beef in-house as well. So it's nothing that we order in, none of that processed, anything like that. We order briskets in, we brine them for about a week. Then we boil them, and then we slice them, and then we serve them to our residents. So
excellent.
Definitely a very high quality product.
Now, I understand this is one of the favorites, right?
That's definitely one of the favorites on our menu. So, and then those are our house cut French fries along with that. Down here we have our cedar plank grilled apple bourbon glazed salmon. So we make an apple bourbon glaze in house, grill it on a cedar plank, top it with a little bit of that glaze and some butter.
How long have you been doing this?
Well, I started cooking professionally as soon as I was able to get a work permit and get into a kitchen. So at 16 years old, my culinary teacher at the vocational school where I'm from recommended me for a position that had been at this restaurant that had been open for probably 60 or 70 years. I found out after I started there, my great-grandmother actually wrote all their pie recipes that they are still using to this day. That was pushing 20 years ago now. So, you know, been in kitchens ever since, and just came up that way, you know, worked in the best restaurants I could. I moved here to Colorado Springs about a year ago, or a year and a half ago from Ohio. Previously, my time was spent at the Broadmoor, where I was able to learn a lot, and then just moved here about a month ago.
And you brought that skill set to here to be able to provide these seniors with just a wonderful meal.
Absolutely.
And this is open to the public too, is it not?
It is open to the public. And you know, that's one of my goals for this kitchen, is to be one of the better received restaurants in the Colorado Springs area, not just for seniors, but you know, if anybody can come in here and have a really exceptional dining experience.
I'm here with Barb and Melanie, and you know, this looks so good. I'm dying to get into it.
Dig in.
But my God, this is like a fancy restaurant.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tell me about, you know, why and how this is all accomplished. Obviously, you know, we talked to Ryan, but my God, this is wonderful. And if you don't mind, do you mind if I take some bites while
Please
you're
do.
filling me in on the
Please do.
background?
Absolutely.
Great.
Yeah, that's great. I'm Barb. I do sales and marketing for MACKENZIE Place. And, you know, this is what our residents enjoy. And this is what keeps them going in a healthy manner. It's offering fresh salads and fresh salmon and, well, you know, the desserts always, you know, they offer a little something good too. But it's the way that we function around here. We want our residents to come in and not feel like they're giving anything up. They're gaining whole new ways to enjoy life. They don't have to cook. They can enjoy this food. They can go down and enjoy the workout room. They can watch a movie. They can enjoy programming. So this is our lifestyle. And this is what seniors here enjoy on a daily basis.
Well, I'm enjoying the scallop. Right
Is it good?
Oh my God. This is amazing.
It's really fun. It's really fun. And Melody is our restaurant manager. Yeah.
Well, it must be kind of fun to manage a place of this significance. So, what's your background?
It is. I'm the restaurant manager. I've been working with seniors for several years, and it is. This is so much fun. You have kind of a mix of being a restaurant, but also being a part of their home. And so I love that. I love spending my time with them.
This salmon is amazing.
Thank you. Great.
Absolutely
Good.
amazing.
Yeah. And this is kind of a unique, we call this our small plate portion. So this
Thank God.
really, well, this is the way, right, this is the way our residents really eat. So oftentimes, you know, maybe we're more used to sitting down with a protein, a vegetable, and a starch. That really is too much for, you know, an 80-year-old. So they really enjoy something like this where it's salmon on the spinach or scallops on the risotto, that type of offering.
I can see that.
So we've
But
adopted that.
wow, life should be so tough. So, you know, I really don't want to share this secret with anybody, but if you're in Colorado Springs and you happen to cruise by MACKENZIE Place and you're hungry, check it out. It's worth it.
We're here at the center at CODERA. What a beautiful facility. There's private suites, there's medical services, physical rehab, therapeutic services. But you know what we're here for? We're here for the fine dining.
Thank you for coming.
Well, thank you for having me.
You are welcome. Thanks for being here.
So tell us a little bit about what you do here at Center at CODERA.
So, the Center at CODERA was designed and developed to help those patients that need inpatient rehabilitation for, let's say, an illness or a recent injury. So, our purpose here is to get patients back to their baseline or better and back to the home setting.
We're going to interview your chef.
Yes.
And I'm going to sample your food, which I'm real excited about.
Yes. Well, we're excited for you to sample the food. The food is very, very good. Our culinary staff just does a fabulous job, and we have nothing but rave reviews. Just recently, our chef won the Chef's Challenge with the Senior Resource Council, so that was really exciting. They, you know, were just thrilled to know that their food was the best food in the skilled nursing atmosphere here in Colorado Springs. So that's exciting.
Well, let's get going because I'm hungry.
All right.
Is there anything else I can get you?
No, this looks great. Bobby, this is beautiful. This looks so nutritious and so yummy. Tell me a little bit about what I'm going to be eating today.
Well, it's very nutritious. This will be featured on our fall-winter cycle menu that's coming up here in about a month or so. So we're featuring here, it's a tarragon, orange tarragon chicken breast, some fresh little baby asparagus, and some new potatoes. We also feature an alternate offering with all of our meals here. So we always serve a main entree and an alternate entree for patients to enjoy. We also feature, so like I said, we're featuring a quiche Lorraine. So it's a quiche Lorraine that we're featuring tonight. So we pan sear our chicken, we marinate, we do all different types of cooking. We roast, we sear, we grill, we saute. So we go the distance for our patients here.
So tender. The spices are just right. Easy to chew. Oh, I love it. Another good bite. So tell me the secrets.
Quiche Lorraine, so we do our recipes in-house. We train each one of our cooks and chefs to make sure that we have the recipes formatted in a way to where it's the same when it comes out every time. The quiche Lorraine tonight, it has we have our eggs, our cheese. We do a cheese and a bacon. It's quite simple, but you can definitely make your simple dishes pretty elegant.
So it must be a challenge to be a chef in a facility like this, where everyone has different needs and different diets.
A little bit. We definitely get our fair share of patients that come through here that have therapeutic diet needs. So we do have a dietitian that's in-house. She communicates to our kitchen staff, myself, to make sure that all their diet needs are taken care of.
Well, Tom, are you ready to shovel some coal?
Let me go get my shovel.
Well, while you're getting your shovel, let's talk to a couple people who are helping our city become age-friendly. Hi, we're here with Claire Anderson and TEELIN LUCERO here in Colorado Springs, and they're going to tell us why Colorado Springs is an age-friendly city. Claire and TEELIN are with Innovations in Aging Collaborative, and I am just so excited to know that Colorado Springs is an age-friendly city, and they're going to tell you why that is so important. Claire, what is an age-friendly city?
So an age-friendly city means that it's a city that's welcoming and open and livable for people of all ages. And we talk about things like transportation, housing, social participation, civic engagement, and ensuring that all those things are available to residents of all ages in our community, with the idea that something that's good for someone who's 8 is good for someone who's 80. So if the 8-year-old can use a sidewalk, then an 80-year-old should be able to use the sidewalk. If an 8-year-old can use that public transportation, then the 80-year-old should be able to use that same public transportation. So making it welcoming for everyone who lives here or who may move here or who may retire here.
TEELIN, what do you do for Innovations in Aging?
So I'm the Community Outreach Director, so a lot of presentations to other groups around the community and a lot of social media and promoting age-friendly in all the different places we can. So we work with a lot of other partners in the community to kind of make sure that age-friendly truly is a community-wide initiative, whether that's other nonprofits or senior service providers, businesses, sort of the whole gauntlet of community partners.
Well, I want to thank the Better Business Bureau and the mayor for backing you up on getting this age-friendly designation. Can you tell us a little bit more about what the Better Business Bureau's involvement is in this?
Sure. So the Better Business Bureau actually just launched that age-friendly business designation that Claire has been talking about. So they're the people who will go around to businesses and check on things like marketing and customer service and the facilities, making sure there's adequate seating, all of that, to make sure that when we say a business is age-friendly, it truly, truly is.
Well, I'm sure we're going to be learning a lot more about Colorado Springs, the age-friendly city, and how it is helping our seniors to be able to navigate our city and all the resources. And the businesses should look up on the Better Business Bureau how to be an age-friendly business. So again, I want to thank the mayor. I want to thank these gals here with Innovation in Aging to help our seniors just have a great place to live.
Well, while Lori's learning how to be an engineer, I want to introduce you to some special folks at Brookdale Briargate and a special lady, Therese, that has a great story. So let's get rolling. We're here today at the Brookdale Briargate facility, and we're going to talk to the administrators, Shari and Lorelei, about the second half of life and when you need a little care. So let's go talk to them. What do you say? I'm with Shari Hall today, and Shari, tell us a little bit about the facility, could you?
Sure, I'd love to. This is Brookdale Briargate. It is a secure assisted living, about 37 apartments, and we are unique and different. We are about the only one in town that offers this particular type of care.
When you talk about the different facilities, especially what Brookdale has, I'm assuming that they're all different. They're not all like this. So could you explain what the differences are?
So there are all types of care provided by Brookdale here in Colorado Springs. We have skilled nursing, we have assisted living, memory care, and we have independent living as well. We also have got hospice and home health care.
When we talk about living life to the fullest, this is still living life to the fullest. Would you agree?
Brookdale has got the most incredible residents. We have people that work for us that absolutely love what they do. It's definitely a calling, I would say. So we try to provide activities. We try to meet them where they're at. So if they were always gardeners, we try to provide gardening opportunities for them. If they liked to work on old cars, we can arrange that. We try to really fine-tune and specialize the kinds of care we provide, the kinds of activities we provide with the type of people that they are. So I do personally get offended if you think you're coming to a senior living community to die, because that is not the case.
When you sit and spend some time, because let's face it, when you're around people that might have some issues, there's some awkwardness. And we tend to shy away from that, where we tend to not look at them as people. And they are people. And so when I've been able to spend time here with you and some time with the residents, you realize, yeah, these are still people. They still have a life, and they're still living it.
That's right.
So I think that's wonderful.
Me too.
Well, we've been honored to be able to have a little time with Therese today. And Therese, can you tell us a little bit about your background? I understand you were a nurse.
Yes, I was a nurse. There's a picture on the wall of when I went to Marquette University and I got my degree in nursing. But when I was growing up, I always wanted to help people. And so I continued to want to help people until I went to Marquette University, and then I graduated in the College of Nursing, and since I've been helping people ever since. So I worked until I was 70 years old because I loved it so much.
Well, you don't look like a day over 55. Come on.
Oh my, you're my friend forever.
So you're comfortable here?
Oh, yes, very.
And they take good care of you?
Oh, it's wonderful. It is just, I mean, I feel very independent. I can do what I always have done.
Do you have friends and companions here that you're able to associate with?
Oh, everyone is my friend.
Oh, excellent.
Yes,
Excellent.
I enjoy having friends.
Well-
That's the best part of my life.
Well, and you have them here.
Yes,
So-
everyone.
That's wonderful. So would you say that as young as you are, you're still living life to the fullest?
Yes, yes. Sometimes I feel kind of a little bored because I just feel like I'm not doing very much.
Well, you've done a lot already.
I know, but I could still do more.
Do you think
but-
it's time for now somebody does for you because you've done for so many?
Oh, that's so kind of you to do that.
Well, we appreciate your time today.
Uh-huh.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm about ready to get rolling down the track, but before we do that, let's get rocking and rolling with the song spinners. We're here at Heart Song Ministries. It's a church here in Colorado Springs, and we're talking to Doyle Combs. And I would love to have you hear his story of what you did in the past, what you're doing now, and how did Song Spinners ever get started, and why did it last for so long? It's been about 50 years.
The Song Spinners actually began somewhere around 1975, and it was a female all-women's group, and they used three-part music, and they did show tunes and things like that, and did some light costumes and whatever, and it progressed over all the years, and then 22 years ago I took it over. And at that point, they were doing 2 shows a year at the Fine Arts Center. They would work all season and do one in the fall, and work all season and do one in the spring. And I thought, you know, this group really works hard, and they put a lot into it, and we enjoyed doing those shows. But I wanted to expand them more in the community.
So you say your average is 40 to 55 years of age, and of course there's older and younger, and people who are retired. What do the older retired people get from being in a show choir in Colorado Springs?
Well, if we have a couple of retired school teachers, and so basically their profession is over. So they go home and sit down and die. This gives them another opportunity. They have a purpose. And they come here, they work, and they go before 50 new audiences every year and brighten their life and entertain them. Because I said it is an entertainment group. You are to be entertained when you see that. It's not an academic group. So you're entertained, so it gives them purpose. And there are days when I say, wow, I wish I didn't have so much to do. But then on the other hand, I'm 75, and I'm blessed that I have a lot to do. I have a lot to do, because this is just one music organization I operate. And so I don't have any intention of going home and sitting down on my couch and dying, and I don't think they do either.
I told you I was going to engineer a train today, and we're going to do this together.
You'll be the engineer, and I'll be the conductor.
The conductor! All right, I'm ready.
All aboard! Lori, we've got John and Jack here today, and John's built this amazing, amazing model railroad. And so give us a little background on how you got to this point. I mean, obviously this is a fairly large scope project that you've been working on for a number of years. So first of all, how long have you been working on this?
On this particular railroad, I've been working about 8 years. I've been into modeling since 1965. So that's a long time ago, but longer than I can remember.
And in Pueblo, you have your own association that basically...
Yeah, we have our own
people that
Pueblo Model Railroad Association that we have about 22 members in it. And we meet once a month at a local library, at the Pueblo West Library. And we share ideas, and we have clinics, and just good times to get together and talk about railroading.
This isn't just about putting together a model railroad, it's bringing in the history of the railroad,
right,
and all the different aspects of it, which I didn't realize that, you know, the realistic that you bring with every type of every aspect of this. You've got history built into it to as authentic as you can get it. Is that right?
Yeah, but there are restrictions, mostly due to space.
Well, yeah, I understand that.
So it's a lot of condensing, but some details where you get down to a detailed town or something where you can do a little bit more in that area and get the people there and make it look like it is alive.
Nice.
So that's kind of the rewarding part, is the scenery to make it come alive.
One of the things I found fascinating too is that sometimes we look at railroads in this today, 2016, gee, how prevalent is railroads anymore? You know, and everybody flies, right? But you guys are passing this on to your sons as far as carrying on the experience of not only building the authentic railroad experience, but also the history as well. Is that true?
That's true.
That's true. Jack?
It's a natural thing, because when the kids are small, they go out and they get their Thomas the Tank Engine or something,
of course,
and that puts the seed that you start building on that and do more railroading, and it's so expandable, there's no end to it.
Well, we're at Jack's house, and we talked about what he's put together from what he describes as a simpler version of what John put together. But John, I'm sorry, Jack, this is amazing.
Thank you.
So how long did it take you to put this together?
Probably 8-10 years.
Wow.
Off and on.
And this is the one that your son helped you put together.
Correct.
Very nice. So where does one start? You know, to get to this magnitude, where does one start and get these kind of
This all
pieces?
started right here. It was an L. It went down. This was my son's bedroom. He slept in here.
Oh, really? While you were building
When we were building it. And it started as an L. It made a turn right down here, and this track right here is where it made a turn and came right back through here. And then there was a track back behind there. Well, after he moved out, I found in a model railroad magazine another plan. So we made that into this.
So it looks like it's a constant evolving of starting out one place, starting a little simpler, and then you build off of that.
Correct.
Change it up and just get more detailed and more extensive as far as what you're trying to portray, right?
Right.
Very nice. Very nice.
This is really not a railroad of any kind. You know, it's just my own creation. You know, this doesn't really exist.
We thank you for sharing with us today. Thank you very much.
You guys come to look at it.
Appreciate it.
Wow, that was a lot of fun.
You know, I can't believe we packed that much into one episode. We want to thank you for watching. I'm Tom.
And I'm Lori. And until next time, make sure you're living life to the fullest.